Fable, the journey, Xbox Best of Showcase. Guys, is there anything more needs to be said about Fable, the journey? Have we covered everything? We've seen it in Showcase. Come on, there must be more to tell.
Loads more to tell. I mean, we've barely scratched the surface in that we've only been to Spring Showcase, and this is our first hands-on E3. So yeah, we really have this mantra now, is playing is believing, and we want you guys to play the game and really get it. 'Cause it's been one of those titles which people have gone, well, why are you doing this to Fable? Why are you putting Kinect behind it? And we think we can make a different Fable experience using Kinect to drive it.
It must be that sort of feeling that there is a sort of cynical edge to the reception of this game. It almost feels like you guys have had an uphill struggle to do so, to make people accept this.
I think we've ended up kind of, last year was obviously the whole on Rails thing, and well, you know, it's not a bad thing being compared to Time Crisis. You know, I grew up, absolutely loved that game, but we don't think we don't think we're an on Rails game, and we don't think we're an open world game either. We think we sit somewhere in the middle. But the important thing to us is that gamers, regardless of whether it's on Rails or off Rails, just have a great Kinect experience. You know, there's no other game that offers 10+ hours of gameplay sitting down in a chair playing Kinect.
Can you sort of elaborate on us what we're seeing today, what will be on the show floor of E3?
Okay, so on the show floor, we're going to start you off very easily, driving our horse, Seren, through a beautiful world. But then we're going to introduce Teresa, who's one of the original characters from all the previous Fable games. She's in peril. She needs your help. And straight away, we're going to throw you into the action. We're going to throw you into what we call the Corruptor Chase, which is one of the lieutenants of the
Corruptor.
The Corruptor, sorry, I'm forgetting. Come on, designer, tell me the story.
I'll sit in your ear.
Sorry, I put that right. The Devourer is chasing you, who's a lieutenant of the Corruption. And yeah, you're racing away from this real poisonous gloop, and it's quite high impact. We're having epic buildings are falling down, mountains are falling down, and it really feels high action. And then we're going to take you on and bring you face to face with magic. So Teresa gives you these magic gauntlets. I won't go into detail. And then we're going to let you guys have fun playing with the magic system.
One thing we found at Showcase when Peter Molyneux was showcasing the game to us, there was that sort of reception of how people were treating the horse. He was quite surprised at some of the violence inherent there. Are you guys a bit worried about the treatment of the animal on the show floor?
It's a Fable game. You know, we've always tried to pull at your emotions and the psychology of you and animals and how you treat your... I mean, Seren's not just your A to B, it's also your companion. It's the reason you are traveling around the world. So yeah, you can beat her, you can whip her, but you know, ultimately we want people to feel attached. But yeah, like I say, it's a Fable game, so choice is yours.
I thought it was quite nice with the magic, especially. There's a subtlety to it depending on how long you pull your hand back or if you curve and stuff like that. And that's stuff that's not immediate to the player. It's not like crowbar down and sort of, this is what you need to do. It's all about experimentation.
That's right. We've built this analog system that the more you bring your hand back, the more you throw your arm out, the magic reacts differently. And that was an important thing. We wanted to make sure that we weren't missing our controller. So we wanted to put more into it. People do things differently. Some people swirl their arms around. Some people slap magic.
They play totally differently. And when you watch someone today, they spend like the first maybe 2 minutes to 3 minutes sort of getting used to it. And you can watch them for another half an hour, but then you see Gary or myself sit down, and we're doing things that these guys didn't even know are possible. So it really shows that when you approach a combat situation, there's so much at your disposal, and it's all without pressing a button. You're there doing gestures that are very familiar and intuitive, and you're just pulling off these badass spells against like incredibly epic creatures.
Now, we've had a glimpse of the map and the multi-routes that you can take. Is it a case of you can just keep coming back to these specific areas as you go?
We have a story in Fable the Journey. We're taking you on, it's basically an interactive story, and it's a bit of a road movie as well. So everything behind you is getting pretty destroyed, so it's not a good place to go. But there is branching in the game, there are optional quests, you can stop and you can basically grind the game, or you can run past it. So yeah, to me, it has a linear component, which is the story, but it's up to the player. They can take as long in the quest as they like.
Fable's being one of those foundation stones of Xbox. Well, what do you think it is about the series, about the franchise that's still so endearing to gamers, as he points towards the designer?
I've been fortunate enough to work on all the Fables, and I think what separates this one from others is it is the most beautiful Fable game ever. Like, you'll back me up on that, right?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, the others are beautiful, but we've really taken it that extra step further using Unreal. Our art team and our level design teams have just gone mad with it. But I think that anyone who's played a previous Fable game, they'll notice the characters, just Albion in general, the world, the story. We've got collectibles, obviously the achievements. We've had real good fun with those. And I think that, yes, there are some elements like the simulation that we've scaled down on in order to boost things like the story. You know, when you start a game, you want to pick out the things that you want to push more than others. And one of the big ones for us this time was the story. We want to tell the story of Gabriel. We want to tell the story of Teresa like we've never told before. So I think that for Fable fans, there's some stuff in there that they're going to absolutely love. But also people that are new to Fable, they'll just be able to pick it up and give it a go and join us in our world.
I was going to say that. I mean, it's one of those series that, in an E3 that's constantly more dominated by first-person shooters and 15 and 18-rated games, it's a series that the entire family can enjoy. You can have younger kids come in along with the parents.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know if you realise this, we've reduced the age rating on the journey from a mature to a teen. We've got rid of some of the sexual swear words, and you can't kill humans in our game. But we don't think we've lost anything by doing that. What we've done is, it's still a pretty kick-ass game, and it's certainly pretty hardcore when you look at it. But we found it was strange that, why can't everyone play this game? Why has it got this mature rating? So we just curbed some of the language, and I think it just feels more inclusive.
It's still very much a core title, you know. Yes, you can play it with your family, but there's nothing quite like casting magic in your living room. I mean, it is just
got the rating, to be honest. I mean, we're popping heads off creatures, arms and limbs and legs, and
Gary going, oh, it's not that graphic, and then I'm like, hang on a minute, we've spent the whole evening pulling limbs off of Hollow Men. Like, yeah, it's pretty awesome. And like, I love the way that the Hollow Men in particular, if you pull an arm off, they'll use their head. You pull a head off, they'll use their legs. Like, their AI adapts to how you essentially manipulate.
I didn't realize you guys are just sick. Yeah. That's what it is.
And there's chickens. There's chickens in the game. You know, it wouldn't be a Fable game without a chicken.
I don't even know what to say to that, really. You know, it's chickens are chickens and stuff like that. Well, guys, it's sort of wrapping up. When can players expect to get their hands on, well, not maybe hands-on, hands-off with the game?
Do you mean when we're finished? Well, we announced today that we're going to be out on the 9th of October this year, and we're really excited about that.
And you guys completely polished? Is there last little few things to do?
We're going to rub a few bits up, make a bit shinier.
Fix up at the moment is distract production, and design's job is quick get it in when I'm not looking.
Yeah, we're nearly there. Right now it's all about balance and craft, and that's what we're going to be doing over the next couple of months. But the game is fundamentally there. You can play through the whole thing from beginning to end, just a few bugs to clean up, a little bit more polish, and then we're done.
We've got a really awesome upgrade system as well. Like, you can upgrade all the different spells. There's so much to do. And now, yeah, it's finding that last few balancing, few bugs, work items, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, the usual stuff.
So what's next for you guys? Vacation time, relaxation, or is it?
We've got the same amount of holidays, so we should just
going on holiday together, Ted.
Not anymore.
He sounds disappointed by that. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Yeah. No, we need to see very little of each other for a few weeks. It's been a long haul.
There's a lot of holiday that's been accumulated. But yeah, you know, it's nice to go away, you relax, you get your head back, and you stop thinking about finishing a game, and you start thinking about, right, where do we go from here? So it's about changing your mindset, and it's an exciting time.
So one thing I'd like to say is, when you say what's next, what I'd like to do, and I hope we're going to do with the time we've got left, is create a free download playable version of this, because we believe playing is believing. And yeah, you know, we read the forums, and we've seen the reports, like, you know, what they're doing with Kinect and Fable, but you've got to play this game. So we want people to try it. So that's probably what we're going to do next, is make an hour-long demo, a half-an-hour-long demo, just something that people can get their hands on and make their own minds up.
Listen, guys, thank you very much indeed. I think it's about time for the bar now. Yeah, I got it.
Cheers, guys.